view is incredible. Look at this yacht. Look at that one right there. Holy smokes. Thanks for joining us for another resort video. Today we're diving into our full Breathless Cancun Soul review, and I'll be honest with you, we didn't expect this at all. This adults-only resort in the Cancun Hotel Zone completely surprised us. Not just with its sneaky, chic luxury, but with something you don't always get in an all-inclusive resort: genuine hospitality. It's the kind that feels effortless and sincere and makes you feel like royalty the moment you arrive. So if you're researching adults-only all-inclusive resorts in Cancun, or you're wondering whether Breathless Cancun Soul is worth it or not, we're breaking it all down across 5 simple categories: the arrival, the room, the beach, the pools, the food, and of course we're adding in our travel tips. And at the end, we'll share our honest answer. Would we recommend this resort for your next Cancun vacation or not? First, a little bit about the resort, and then we'll dive right in. Getting to Breathless Cancun Soul from the airport was fast and easy. The resort is just about 25 minutes from the Cancun International Airport, located in the Cancun Hotel Zone. The resort itself is an adults-only all-inclusive resort, which means unlimited food and drinks. There are 10 bars and lounges and 10 dining venues. It includes 24-hour room service. It's adults only, so no kids under 18 years old are allowed. And just like the Secrets resorts, there are no wristbands. All right, now moving on to the categories. Number 1, the arrival. Okay, so the arrival experience was our first big surprise. Right as you arrive at the resort, you are tricked a little bit by the busy road and the small drive through the gate, and the entry directly to the ground floor level with no view at all. This is in contrast to the other resorts like Secrets Playa Blanca and Secrets Moche, where you walk out into this incredible view looking out onto the entire resort and the incredible blue Cancun water. When you arrive, there's no great view, but we were greeted by name and ushered up the stairs to the main lobby, and we were taken to the Xhale Club for a private check-in. The Xhale Club is their upgraded room category, providing private lounge for check-in and exclusive use throughout stay, exclusive bars and hors d'oeuvres, and a VIP rooftop infinity pool with possibly the best view in all of Cancun. The big question is Xhale Club upgrade worth it? Quick answer is absolutely yes. The moment we walked into the Xhale Club lounge, we were completely blown away and surprised, and we were completely won over. As you walk into the lounge, your eyes are drawn straight through the room, past the comfortable furniture, past the bar, past the snacks, and out to that view. And the hospitality and the genuine happiness and warmth of the great staff welcoming you, this is what vacation is all about. This is why you come to Mexico, to soak up the sun in luxury, pampered and spoiled in the hospitality and the happiness of the great people there. This arrival and check-in was our biggest surprise and a complete first-class experience. All right, number 2, the room. Are you gonna do the tour for us?
Look, I like that.
Hold on, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going straight to here. I'll go like this though. Woo!
Look at the shower.
I know.
Look at the rain head. It's
Whoa.
gigantic.
No, I look at nothing.
Okay, this is a nice room. It's small.
Little tub.
Nice. You never see this.
No, that is nice. I like it. You're right, it is small, but
But you're not really in your room that much.
no, I like it.
I
You know-
love that shower sticking out right there.
Yeah. And it's got good privacy. Nobody could see in. This reminds me of the one at Secrets, the Vine was right kind of in the middle of the room.
It had frosted like design on it. That's just flat out see-through.
Yeah. There's toilet, closets, slippers. That's what I'm talking about.
Not a good hotel unless you get
I mean, I need more slippers. Get your shoes out of the way. Okay. Nice. I like it. Good design, good room, great view. The room itself was small but sophisticated and had a view that completely takes your breath away. Our room was a Xhale Club Junior Suite upper floor oceanfront room. It wasn't huge, but we also didn't spend a ton of time in the room anyways. And it had all the amenities that you would expect at an all-inclusive, with the mini fridge, the snacks, it had the safe, it had my favorite slippers that I love, and more than anything else, it had the view. Looking out over the turquoise Caribbean Sea from the 16th floor with Isla Mujeres floating off in the distance. It's one of those views that no camera can quite capture. The colors of the water just pull you in. It's a view that you can almost feel in your soul. Hey, maybe that's where they got the name Breathless Cancun Soul. One of my favorite features in the room was the glass shower and the dual rainfall shower heads. Really gave it that spa-like feel, but still provided the option for privacy if you wanted it. There's mood lighting that you can control, a comfortable bed, and really nice luxury touches that you would expect from a top Cancun resort. If you are considering Breathless Cancun Soul Xhale Club versus the standard room, here's one tip. The Xhale Club room upgrades often come with better views, better locations in the building, and access to the rooftop pool, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And to me, it's totally worth the upgrade. All right, moving on, the beach. A couple things about the beach. It's public, like all beaches in Mexico. It's active and absolutely worth it. So let's clear this up real quick. Breathless Cancun Soul's beach is public, like all beaches in Mexico. However, this one will see a little bit more foot traffic than some of the private feeling beaches in Playa Mujeres or Riviera Maya, or even some spots in the Cancun Hotel Zone. You will see locals, you'll see group tours. They do have boats that pull up and drop people off because of the clear water and almost a sandbar that you can wade out on. It's not a private cove, but honestly, it didn't bother us at all. We felt safe the entire time. It was never an issue. And they do have staff down there to bring you drinks, and their beach chair area is sectioned off. One thing to note is they do ask for your name and room number each time you go down to the beach and return back from the beach. All right, moving on to the pools. This is where Breathless Soul Cancun really shines. You get a main pool and then 2 rooftop pools, and they're all just a little bit different. The main relaxing pool is down almost on the beach level, and it's expansive, and they have food down there, and it's a really great place, and we enjoyed sitting around down there. Then they have 2 rooftop pools, one mid-level and then the VIP at the very top of their tallest building. The rooftop party pool at the mid-level is open to all guests and keeps the Breathless brand alive. The vibe is upbeat, a little bit more of a party scene with music. They have a bar and lots of daytime fun. If you're in the Xhale Club, you get access to the exclusive rooftop pool on the top floor. It is completely different. It's smaller, it's quieter, it's more luxurious, and the views are just incredible. You're up above it all, looking out over the ocean and the city skyline, all of Cancun around you. There's something incredible about being up in a pool that high, looking out over the ocean, and being spoiled with great service in your own private bar up there. And it just reminds you that this is what a vacation should be. All right, now for the food. The food itself was surprisingly good. We've been to a lot of all-inclusives, and the food isn't normally bad, but it's never really great either. For this trip, I think we set our expectations of getting really just a normal all-inclusive food experience, and we were pretty much right, but there were a few standout surprises. The big standout was that Spoon, which is their buffet. Breakfast was great. Honestly, I don't know if you can really mess up breakfast too much, but this breakfast really just stood out as great. And then we might have gotten lucky again at the Market Cafe. For lunch one day, they had grilled shrimp, and it was absolutely the best of the best. It was easily the best thing I've eaten at Cancun in any of our last few trips. So one thing to note is that when you're at an all-inclusive and you're wanting to have a good food experience, we always try to go with something that we know we'll like. So we're always going to stick pretty close to something like the sushi or the buffet where there's lots of options, or something simple like the steakhouse or seafood. All right, to wrap it up, here's 5 quick tips. Tip number 1, pack your swimsuit in your carry-on. Now, when I say carry-on, this is going to be different than your roller bag. So when we go, we don't check bags. But our room is not always ready, so we'll have like a little carry-on. My wife will have a purse, or I actually have this little front pack bag that I take, and we have our roller bag that we'll throw in the overhead bin on the airplane. But our room isn't always ready, and typically they will keep your roller bag, and then the concierge or bellman will bring that up when your room is ready. So we just pack our swimsuit in that little carry-on bag that we have, so we'll have access to it and we can start enjoying the day right away. All right, tip number 2. Bring chair clips. The rooftop pools can get really windy. We use the chair clips to keep our towel in place so it's not constantly blowing around and getting blown off the chair. Tip number 3, when you're booking your transportation, there are some cheaper options that you can go with. We go with Nexus Tours. We always use the private transfer. I highly recommend using a private transfer. It saves time of not having to stop at the other resorts if you're doing like a group shuttle, and it removes the guesswork when you're getting to the airport. You know, you can walk straight out. They have your name and your reservation, so always book that in advance, and we always go with the private transfer. Tip number 4, ask for your drinks by brand. So if you're doing the VIP or the top shelf drinks, make sure you ask for the brand. So specifically, if you want Tito's or Grey Goose or something like that, or a specific whiskey or whatever it is, when you have the VIP, you're going to need to ask specifically for what brand you want when ordering. Otherwise, they might just give you what they have. Tip number 5, we like to get a full day on our first day there. So we try to limit the amount of travel and we'll leave early. We try to grab that early flight. Our tip on this one is that if you do have an early flight, try staying either at the airport or close to the airport. So we fly out of DFW, which is the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. For this trip, we stayed at the DFW Hyatt Regency Airport Hotel, and we had an unbelievable upgrade experience, and I'll share a little video with that here in the future. And that allowed us to wake up and just go downstairs and basically be at the airport and save that travel time.
Look at this crazy elevator. Woo! Wait, we gotta push somewhere. Where are we gonna push? LB.
Right. A little bit.
Look at the crazy lights.
All right, so the final verdict, would we recommend Breathless Cancun Soul? The answer is yes, and really not just a yes, but enthusiastically a yes, which is really a surprise because after reading some of the reviews, I had some possible concerns, but getting there, it was really just a great experience for us. The resort exceeded our expectations really in every category, from the hospitality to the rooftop pools to the views, and surprisingly, the good food, and really kind of the freedom to choose your vibe. I know Breathless Cancun Soul is maybe a lot like the Royalton Chic, where they play up this idea of a party vibe, but it also has plenty of quiet areas where you can go and kind of have a romantic evening or do what you want, whether it's relax by the pool or on the beach or have that party environment. You do have both. Plus, it's right in the middle of the Cancun Hotel Zone, which gives you great access to excursions to be able to go out and explore Cancun. And again, just a big surprise, and yes, I would recommend it. And not only would I recommend it, but I'd go back. This is probably one of the few resorts that I would go back to, and I think it'd be a ton of fun to grab some buddies and a group of people and to go back. All right, well, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. If you're needing a little escape from your routine and wanting some adventure, subscribe to see the latest videos as we explore some amazing places on our quick little getaways. I'll share tips and tricks we learned and what worked on each trip so that you can make the most of your trip and trip planning. Like always, I hope you travel well, and I hope this helps you travel better.